Here we are in Duel 17.
What happened to your voice, Jessie?
It's Season 3 stuff, Tom. Anyway, it's me and Devin versus you and Ed. Devin's first, Tom's second, I'm third, and Ed's fourth. I use the effect of Thunder Dragon Dark to discard himself and search for another one.
Oh, here we go.
I summon Batteryman 9-Volt. When he is summoned, I get to search for a Batteryman monster and his stats become 2000, but he's destroyed during the end phase. I search for Batteryman Solar. Now I tribute 9-Volt to summon Thunder Dragon Colossus. I can special summon him from my extra deck by tributing a non-fusion Thunder monster on the turn I activated a Thunder monster effect in my hand. My opponent can't add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them, and if he would be destroyed, I could banish a Thunder monster from my graveyard instead.
I hate Colossus so much. I summon Lila, Lightsworns Sorceress. Once per turn, I can destroy a spell or trap on my opponent's field, but Lila is switched to defense mode and their position can't be changed for one turn. During my end phase, I mill the top 3 cards of my deck. Then I activate Foolish Burial. I get to send one monster from my deck to the graveyard. I send Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. When Wolf is milled, I get to special summon him. I overlay Lila and Wolf to Ixie summon Starliege Paladynamo. Once per turn, I can remove 2 Ixie's materials from him to change the attack of an opponent's monster to 0 and negate its effects. When Paladynamo is destroyed, I get to draw a card. I remove Lila and Wolf to target Thunder Dragon Colossus. I set a card and end my turn.
I discard Ronin Totem to special summon Swap Frog. I can special summon him from my hand by discarding a water monster. When he is summoned, I get to mill a level 2 or lower water aqua monster. I mill Unifrog. Once per turn, I can return Swap Frog to my hand to give me an additional normal summon for a frog except himself. I'll use that effect now. I may not be able to summon him with an additional normal summon, but I can still summon him with my normal summon. I mill another Unifrog. I can special summon Ronin Totem from my graveyard by banishing a frog from there, like Unifrog. Now I overlay Ronin Totem and Swap Frog does Ixie summon Totally Awesome.
Totally what now?
Did your monster just appear from a space limo? It sure did. Once per turn, during my standby phase, I can remove an Ixie's material from him to special summon a frog monster from my deck. Once per turn, when a card effect is activated, his quick effect lets me send an aqua monster from my hand or field to the graveyard to negate and destroy it. Then I can set that card on my field. When he is sent to the graveyard, I get to add a water monster from my graveyard to my hand.
Jeez, is there anything else your lame pond frog does?
Nope. I set 2 cards and end my turn.
I chain off of your end phase with Twin Twisters. I discard a card to destroy 2 speller traps on the field. Say goodbye to your face downs.
If you're trying to bait out Totally Awesome's effect, I'm not gonna fall for it.
I summon Battlin Boxer Shadow. Now since I control a Battlin Boxer monster, I can special summon Spar from my hand. I can't conduct my battle phase for the rest of the turn when I summon him, but that doesn't really matter right now, does it? I overlay them to Ixie summon Battlin Boxer Lead Yoke. If a Battlin Boxer monster would be destroyed, I can remove a material from him instead, and then he gains 800 attack. And since this isn't an activated effect, Totally Awesome can't negate it. I set 2 cards and end my turn.
I switch Colossus to defense mode. Then I summon Batteryman Solar. When he is summoned, I get to mill a Thunder monster. I mill AAA. Whenever a Thunder monster is summoned, I get to special summon a Batteryman token. Now I activate Battery Charger, which lets me special summon a Batteryman from my graveyard for 500 life points. I special summon 9 Volt. With 9 Volt's effect, I add Batteryman Fuel Cell. Then Solar gives me a Batteryman token in defense mode. Now since I control at least 2 Batterymen, I can special summon Fuel Cell. Once per turn, I contribute another Batteryman to bounce an opponent's card. I tribute my token to bounce Lead Yoke.
I activate Fiendish Chain. I target one of your monsters and its effects are negated and it can't attack. When that monster is destroyed, so is Fiendish Chain. I target Fuel Cell.
Since a trap card has been activated, once per chain, I can special summon a Paleozoic trap card from my graveyard as a monster. I special summon Paleozoic Marella in defense mode. Also, I tribute Totally Awesome to negate your Fiendish Chain and steal it. Paleozoic monsters are not treated as trap cards, are immune to monster effects, and are banished when they leave the field. Also, with Totally Awesome's effect, I add back Swap Frog. Now Fuel Cell, finish what you started. Nineful, attack Paladynamo.
I draw a card with Paladynamo's effect.
Solar, attack Tom directly. Fuel Cell, attack him again.
I activate Charge of the Light Brigade. I mill the top 3 cards of my deck to search for a level 4 or lower Lightsworn monster. I add Lumina, Lightsworn Summoner. I summon Lila. Bet you thought I was gonna summon Lumina, huh? Well, not with that Fiendish Chain you stole.
Funny you should mention that, because I'm using it on Lila. I summon Swap Frog. With his effect, I mill Flip Flop Frog, which I banish to special summon Ronin Totem from my graveyard. I can summon him from my graveyard by banishing a frog from my graveyard, and it's not once per turn either. The only restriction is he can't be used for a synchro summon.
Amazing card design, Konami.
I overlay my 3 monsters to Ixie summon Paleozoic Anomalocaris. That is a mouthful. Anomalocaris is immune to monster effects. Once per turn, when a trap card is sent from my spell or trap card zone to the graveyard, I can excavate the top card of my deck. And if it's a trap card, I get to add it to my hand. Otherwise it goes to the grave. Once per turn, if it has a trap card as an Ixie's material, its quick effect lets me destroy a card on the field. Attack Ed directly.
I activate Dark Hole, which destroys all monsters on the field. All that advantage gone like a flash. I summon Battlin Boxer Shadow. Attack Jessie directly.
I banish Solar and Fuel Cell to special summon Batteryman Industrial Strength. I can special summon him by banishing 2 Batterymen from my graveyard. Once per turn, I can banish a Thunder monster, destroy a monster, and dispel or trap on the field. I banish Thunder Dragon Dark to destroy Ed's cards. Now since I control no set spells or traps, I can summon Denko Sekka. Nobody can set or activate set spell or trap cards. Industrial Strength, attack Ed directly. Denko Sekka, attack Ed directly.
I summon Lumina, Lightsworns Summoner. Once per turn, I can discard a card to special summon a level 4 or lower Lightsworn from my graveyard. I mill 3 cards during the end phase. I discard and then special summon Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn. Once per turn, I can mill the top 2 cards of my deck to give him 200 attack for every Lightsworn monster I mill until the end of Devin's turn. I mill 2 cards during the end phase. I'll use his effect. I milled 1 Lightsworn. I also milled Lightsworn Judgment, and when it's milled by a Lightsworn monster's effect, I get to search for Judgment Dragon. Now I tune Lumina and Raiden together to synchro summon Michael, the Arch Lightsworn. Once per turn, I can pay 1,000 life points to banish a card on the field. When he's destroyed, I get to shuffle any number of other Lightsworn monsters in my graveyard to the deck and gain 300 life points for each. I mill 3 cards during the end phase. I pay 1,000 to banish Industrial Strength. Now since I have at least 4 Lightsworn monsters in my graveyard with different names, I can special summon Judgment Dragon. I can pay 1,000 life points to destroy all other cards on the field. I mill 4 cards during the end phase.
And you guys complained about Totally Awesome.
Michael, attack Denko Sekka. JD, attack Jessie directly. I mill 7 cards. I milled another Lightsworn Judgment. I also milled Wolf. I also milled Felis, Lightsworn Archer, who has the same effect as Wolf. I special summon him in defense mode. I contribute him to destroy an opponent's monster and mill 3 cards. Well, you really bounced back, Tom.
I summon Dupe Frog. He's the only monster you can attack, and when he is sent from the field to the graveyard, I get to search for a frog. I banish Unifrog to special summon Ronin Totem. Next, I activate Wetlands. It gives all level 2 or lower Aqua Water monsters 1,200 attack. Ronin Totem, attack Ed directly. Dupe Frog, attack Wolf. Huh? I search for Swap Frog with his effect, who I summon. I mill Ronin Totem with his effect. Then I return Swap Frog to my hand. Then I banish Dupe Frog to special summon Ronin Totem. I overlay my Ronin Totems to exit summon number 45, Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. Once per turn, I can remove an Xyz material from him to negate the effects of a face-up card for as long as Balogos is on the field. And while that card is on the field, cards with the same name can't be activated or activate their effects. I remove a Ronin Totem to target Michael.
I summon Battlin Boxer Headgeared. When he is normal summoned, I get to mill a Battlin Boxer monster. I mill Glassjaw. When Glassjaw is sent to the graveyard, I get to add another Battlin Boxer monster from my graveyard to my hand. I add Sparer. Headgeared, attack Devin directly. Now I special summon Sparer. I overlay them to Ixie summon number 79, Battlin Boxer Nova Kaiser. He gains 100 attack for each Ixie's material on him. Once per turn, I can attach a Battlin Boxer monster from my hand or graveyard to him as an Ixie's material. I attach Shadow from my graveyard. When he is destroyed, I get to special summon level 4 or lower Battlin Boxer monsters from my graveyard equal to the number of Ixie's materials it had.
I activate Battery Charger to special summon 9V. With his effect, I add AAA and then summon him. When AAA is normal summoned, I get to special summon another AAA from my hand or graveyard. Then I overlay my AAAs to Ixie summon Light Dragon at Ignister.
What is with the names of your guys' Ixie's monsters?
If a monster of mine would be destroyed by a card effect, I can remove a material from him instead. Once per turn, I can remove an Ixie's material from him to destroy face-up monsters on my opponent's field equal to the number of at Ignister monsters I control. Also, when another Cyberse monster inflicts battle damage, I can special summon a Link monster from my graveyard. But I don't know what any of that is.
Season 3 stuff, Devin.
Okay, I remove a AAA to destroy Judgment Dragon. Then I use the effect of Thunder Dragon Dark in my hand.
Damn it!
I tribute 9V to summon another Thunder Dragon Colossus. Then attack Felis. Colossus, attack Wolf. I set a card and end my turn.
I special summon another JD. JD, attack Light Dragon.
I remove the other AAA from it to protect itself.
Michael, attack Crumble Logos. Normally I'd use JD's effect, but Ed's monster needs to be destroyed by my opponent for it to work. I mill 4 cards.
I summon Swap Frog. I mill Unifrog and then banish it to special summon Ronin Totem. I really want to make Totally Awesome, but you guys can just run right over him. I banish Swap Frog to bring out my other Ronin Totem. I overlay my monsters to Ixie summon number 96, Dark Mist. Once per battle, when he battles a monster, I can remove an Ixie's material from him to steal half that monster's attack. I attack JD and remove a Ronin Totem. Cool, I'll get to see Dark Mist's effect in action this time. I set a card and end my turn.
I attach Glassjaw to Nova Kaiser. Nova Kaiser, attack Dark Mist.
I see what you're doing, and it's a sad day when I have no choice but to fall for it. I removed the other Ronin totem to use Dark Mist's effect.
With Nova Kaiser's effect, who had 4 materials, I special summon Headgear, 2 Shadows, and Glassjaw. I overlay Shadow and Headgear to Ixie summon Castel the Avian Sky Blaster in defense mode. Once per turn, I can remove 2 Ixie's materials from him to shuffle a face-up card on the field into the deck. I remove Shadow and Headgear to shuffle back Thunder Dragon Colossus. Then I overlay Glassjaw and Shadow to Ixie summon YuGiOh in defense mode.
I activate recycling batteries. I can add 2 thunder monsters with 1500 or less attack from my graveyard to my hand. I add AAA and 9-volt. Then I summon AAA. And I bring out another AAA with his effect. I overlay my AAAs to summon a Star Leech Paladynamo of my own. I remove my AAAs from him and target YuGiOh.
Man, YuGiOh just can't catch a break this episode.
Star Leech, attack YuGiOh. Light Dragon, attack Castel.
Then I special summon JD. I pay 1,000 life points to nuke the field.
I activate Paleozoic Marella. It lets me mill a trap card. I send Paleozoic Lino Choilia. Then I special summon the other Marella from my graveyard in defense mode. I draw 1 due to Star Leech's effect.
Well, I could do you one better. I shuffle in 11 Lightsworns to gain 3,300 life points. JD, attack Devin directly. I mill 4 cards, and one of them is Fearless, which I special summon in defense mode.
I banish Swap Frog to special summon Ronin Totem. Then I banish another Swap Frog to do it again. JD is making me want to kill Tom because it's stopping me from going into Totally Awesome. I overlay a Ronin Totem and Marella to Ixie summon Paleozoic Opabinia in defense mode. It's immune to monster effects and lets me activate Paleozoics from my hand. Once per turn, if it has a trap card as an Ixie's material, I can remove a material to search for a Paleozoic. I remove Ronin Totem to grab Marella. Then I activate Paleozoic Pikaia from my hand. By discarding a Paleozoic card, like Marella, I get to draw 2 cards. This lets me special summon Marella from my graveyard. Then I activate Dino Mischief from my hand. I discard a card to banish a face-up card on the field. I banish JD. This lets me special summon Pikaia. Then I activate Burial from a different dimension, which lets me return up to 3 banished monsters to the graveyard. I return my 3 Unifrogs and then banish 1 to special summon Ronin Totem. I overlay Marella and Pikaia to Ixie summon Paleozoic Anomalocaris.
Oh, we are so screwed.
Then I overlay my Ronin Totems to execute summon Totally Awesome. Anomalocaris, attack it directly.
I banish Necrogardna from my graveyard to negate the attack.
I tribute Opabinia to negate, destroy, and steal it.
You can even steal a card when it's banished? That's so unfair.
Now Anomalocaris, continue your attack on Ed.
I banish Electromagnetic Turtle from my graveyard to negate the attack and end the battle phase. Yeah, bet you didn't see that coming. I activate Foolish Burial.
Ooh, that's a card I could really use. I remove Pekaya from Anomalocaris to destroy Felis. Then I tribute him for Totally Awesome's effect to negate and steal Foolish Burial.
Wouldn't you have to do that before Felis is destroyed since you used Anon whatever's effect as part of a chain?
It flows better in the animation.
I summon Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter. When he is normal summoned, I can special summon a Battlin Boxer from my graveyard, but I can only summon Battlin Boxers that turn. I special summon Battlin Boxer Glassjaw. He's destroyed if he's attacked, and when he is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I can add another Battlin Boxer from there to my hand. I overlay them to summon Battlin Boxer Lead Yoke. Time for you to actually do something. Attack Totally Awesome. I remove Glassjaw to keep Lead Yoke alive. And since that's a passive effect and not a cost, it activates Glassjaw's effect. I add Headgear.
I add Unifrog. Maybe I should have returned a Swap Frog with Burial instead of all my Unifrogs.
You guys fought really well, but this is it. I summon Batteryman 9V. I search for Batteryman Industrial Strength, who I then summoned by banishing 9V and AAA. Industrial Strength, attack Tom directly. 9V, attack Tom for the win. Wow, I'll be honest, I thought Tom and I were gonna lose a lot faster than we did. Well, that's because of Michael. No, even without him, I thought my Battlin Boxers wouldn't be able to keep up with your guys' decks, especially since Lead Yoke kept getting brushed off. Same happened with Thunder Dragon Colossus.
At least you guys were able to get your monsters out. I couldn't summon Totally Awesome until the end because of Judgment Dragon.
Yeah, we get it. We all have poorly designed boss monsters in our decks. The only difference is Ed's isn't poorly designed in the same way ours are. Blame power creep, not the monster.